Hello everybody, it's Dahlia and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Video, I decided to film a very orangey, easy eyeshadow look using the Morphe palette 3502. I've not used that palette in so long, so I want to do a very orangey eyeshadow look. What I'm vibing, this is what the look I'm going for. Learn how to create this eyeshadow makeup tutorial. Just keep on watching that. Camera, I did my eyebrows. I used the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Pencil. This one is the shade medium brown. To clean up my eyebrows, I did use the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer, and this one is the shade Fair Neutral. I'll prime my eyelid using this same concealer. And for powder, I used the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Pressed Powder in the shade Classic Ivory 120. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the eyeshadow first. Eyeshadow palette that I really want to use is the Morphe palette. Excuse my palette, it's a little bit dirty. I do want to go for like easy orange eyeshadow look. I want to focus mainly on like the orangey tones. This palette is so pretty and it's been quite a while I've not used this palette, but I do want to go more like with the orangey shades, so I'm gonna use this. I think this palette is so perfect like for summer and fall because it has the red and orange shades, the brown tones and all that, so I'm really excited to use this palette. The first shade I'm taking is this one right here. I did clean my brush, but for some reason it's having trouble removing the blue shade, but you know what, it's clean. That's all that matters. So I'm taking this Wet n Wild brush. I'm just gonna go very lightly. Make sure you tap and slightly apply it all over my lid as my first base, and going back and forth. I'm just taking a little bit more of that shade and just slightly go over my lid and kind of blend that all over. Next shade I'm going in is this orange one right here, which is like the only orange and the bright orange that is in this palette. Taking a smaller brush, which is this angle right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into that orange shade and pat this on my eyelid. So I'm just patting it, more of that orange shade, and just patting it with a clean brush. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm just gonna be taking this brush and just like blending the top. So basically I'm going back and forth, blending to the inner and then bring it into the outer. Make sure you don't go really like near your brows. Going to the outer V, kind of smudging it, blending, and bring it into the inner. Grab some more of that orange shade, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mainly focus on the lid area. Just gonna blend the top area. Just don't want it to be kind of too harsh or anything like that, so I'm just blending that in. Do a cut crease, and I'm taking my Wet n Wild concealer, so I'm just gonna do like a halfway cut crease. Taking my Wet n Wild brush and just bringing it halfway to my crease. Go back with the orange shade. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend the outer V. And smudge it, and then do circular motions and kind of blend just the outer V. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a line over the cut crease. I'm gonna be taking this orange shimmer shade right here. So I'm taking this type of angle brush, my Ulta makeup setting spray, and I'm just gonna spray the brush. I'm gonna go ahead and add this gold shimmer right here. Just a little bit. I just want that orange to be, the shimmer to stand out a little bit. So I'm just taking that gold shimmer and just applying it. Ahead and go back with the palette. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that orange to the outer V, just to be a little smoky in the outer V. Go ahead and finish up the other eye and I'll get back to you guys. Go ahead and start with the face, and for primer I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. poreless face primer. Apply it in the areas where it needs it, so basically right here on my chin and my forehead and my nose area, and blend that. Foundation, I'm gonna go in with my L.A Girl Pro Coverage Long Wear Illuminating Foundation, and this one is the this is the shade Fair. Really nice yellow tone, and I think it's perfect shade. We're gonna go ahead and apply that, dot all over my face, and with my beauty sponge, and just gonna take my Ulta setting spray and just spray my sponge just to have a little moistness so it can be easy to blend my foundation. Go ahead and just blend that in. I really like this foundation because it gives a really nice illuminating dewy on my skin, which I totally love, and the coverage is so perfect. And make sure you don't miss a spot on this area as well, and then you just drag it down to your neck so it can match at least. Concealer, I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shade Tape Concealer, and this one is the shade Fair Beige, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit concealer in my under eye, basically like that, and do the same thing. Oops, that was a little too much, but that is okay. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit dot on my nose and just align on my chin area, around my nose, and then my forehead. Contour, I'm gonna go in with my Hoola Quick Contour Stick. And this stuff is so good, guys. I really like this. So I'm gonna apply it right here around my nose. And then I'm gonna apply it around my forehead area. And then I'm gonna apply it underneath my jawline, under my lip area. Blend my contour, and I'm almost out of it, and I'm so excited to buy more of this because I just really love how creamy, and I just love the shade, how good it is. And just squeeze my sponge and kind of blend that the sides of my nose, since that's where I apply it. Taking my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just gonna like blend my concealer with this mini sponge. Some concealers you do have to like blend it right away because they do dry quickly, so this is why I love the Tarte and the e.l.f. and there's some good concealers. I'm just gonna do the same thing on this eye, just kind of blend it. Go in with my Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder, and this one is Fair to Light. Just taking my Morphe sponge, and I'm just gonna like set my under eyes I'm just gonna grab a little bit more. The side of my nose, because I do want that to kind of like line up a little, just so it can be thin, and go around my chin, my mouth area, because that's where it crease, and just to blend the areas where I kind of like don't want it to be very cakey or anything like that. I just want to set it with powder, and with my Maybelline Fit Me that's powder. And I'm just taking my Real Techniques my powder brush, and I'm just gonna like set the whole entire face with this. Pressed powder is better than translucent. You can still see like my little blemishes right here, those red marks. Those were my zits and they had a little accident, but that's okay. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Hoola Benefit bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. It's like my ultimate favorite bronzer. And I'm just taking it towards my forehead area, because even though I did apply a creamy contour, I still want my forehead to be a little bronzy for this look. I just love bronzer, and why not? A little bit bronzer around my jawline, just a little. Now I'm gonna go back with the Maybelline loose powder, line up the bottom, and just taking my Morphe and just taking this type of angle, dipping in, and well, I'm gonna line this up. Go in with my Real Technique it's for contour brush, but just use this to remove the powder, but it is for a contour. So I'm just gonna remove the powder that I apply underneath my eye, because it's been sitting there for quite a while. Contour a little bit on my nose, so I'm just taking this same brush that I used to blend my eyeshadow. Not too extreme, but you know, just so it can be like a little thin, you know. Blush, I didn't want to go anything pink, so I want to keep it very bronzy. So I'm going in with my Wet n Wild apricot in the middle. I think this blush will do so well with this makeup look, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. And it has a little bit of shimmer, which is really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that in my cheekbones area. So I'm just applying that, kind of blending in with my bronzer. Go ahead and remove the powder. Like I said, I don't want to sit there for a little bit. Going back with the Morphe palette, and I'm just gonna take that orange shade, taking this type of angle, guys, and I'm just gonna apply that my under eye. The eyeliner. I think lashes will look so pretty, guys, but I'm not gonna apply lashes. So I'm taking my e.l.f. eyeliner, and I'm just gonna apply just half the outer. I think God heard me, so I did not mess up on my eyeliner, which is so great, because usually I always messed up, but this time I did not mess up, which is so great. My brows, I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara. Super amazing and super affordable. So yeah, so I'm gonna apply mascara, and just to set my brows in place. For mascara, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Like I said, lashes, I think it will look so better with this eye looks. And I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara, and I'm just gonna apply them at bottom of lashes. This mascara wand is like more easier to work with my bottom lashes, so I don't know, I just think it's so much easier. And with my Milani Make It Last setting spray, this one is prime, correct, and set 16-hour wear. Highlighter, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, taking this summer shade right here, which is more like a gold shimmer shade. Taking my highlighter brush, and I'm just gonna go in and dip in and apply it. That's the only shade that I use in this palette. The Moonstone and the Summer, these two I really don't use that much. A little bit on the tip of my nose, the Cupid's bow area, and a little bit on my chin area. But yeah, that's pretty much it for highlighter. I'm actually going to take a little bit of that shimmer shade and apply it in the inner corner just to give it a little nice pop in the inner corner. I need my brush, so I'll be right back. I'm taking this type of angle brush, and this is the Real Technique detail brush with the summer shade, and just kind of apply it in the inner corner just to give a nice little pop in the inner. Yeah, just like lips. I'm gonna go in with my Kylie Cosmetic lip liner. I love this one. This one is Dulce K. With a lipstick, and I'm gonna be using my Ulta Beauty lipstick matte. This one is the shade Sweet Caramel, and I think this shade is so perfect. It's like a really brown tone, but honestly it's like really amazing. I'm gonna go in with my Instance lip gloss to settle the lips. Pretty much it, guys. I really love how this eyeshadow turned out. It turned out really pretty. Lashes look so better, and the best part, guys, I did not mess up on my eyeliner. It's a small little wing liner. If you guys really enjoy watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.